Been cooking for 5 hours. We got an 18-pound brisket. We're gonna trim the fat off. So right now, you see this fat right here? This is real hard. That's the fat we wanna get off of this thing. Like this fat that's soft, we wanna leave that. But the hard fat, we just wanna trim it up. And this is the day before we're gonna cook it. Thin layers, so I don't cut too much, because you don't wanna cut a bunch of meat off, obviously. And then we can flip it over, and you can see there's a bunch of fat on here too. So just get that trimmed up. This 18-pound brisket is probably gonna be trimmed down to like 15 pounds, honestly. Look at that. That's just a pure chunk of fat. This is about how much we got off of it. This whole trash pack full. I think it's about 4 pounds. So it drops us about 14-pound brisket. What I like to do is put some gloves on, and I'm gonna flip this over. We're gonna put this side is gonna be facing up when we cook it. So what I like to do is I like to flip this over, okay? And I take some mustard and really coat it. Rub that in with my hands. The rubs we're using today are gonna be the Voodoo and the Texas barbecue, sugar barbecue. So the Voodoo has a really good taste to it. We're just gonna really heavily coat that. Just put a lot on there. We're gonna come in with some of that sugar spice. So a little sweet and a little spicy. I know it's called a rub, but you wanna pat, okay? So pat it down, don't rub it, pat it. Now the reason that I do this side first is because we are gonna flip this over, and this is the side that we're gonna be putting down. So this is the side I do not wanna have any contact with this red tray, because I don't want any of the bark to come off. Put a nice layer of the yellow mustard. And I know if you don't like mustard, that's fine. You're not gonna be able to taste it when you cook the brisket, trust me. Rub that with the hand that doesn't have the spices on it. And this is actually gonna bind all the spices to the brisket. And we're just gonna come back in with the spices again. Don't rub. I have to come back with another layer and just kind of put it on top. And while this is resting overnight in the fridge, it will kind of soak onto there. So we're not gonna pat this layer down. This layer is just gonna be on there. And we're just gonna put some saran wrap over this very lightly. For reference, it is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We're gonna throw this into the fridge until 6 in the morning. So we're gonna set it to 225 degrees super smoke. And here's the brisket in all of its glory. It's ready to go onto the grill. It's been preheated, so we're gonna go ahead and open this up. Okay, so it's 6 o'clock in the morning. You can hear the birds chirping. There's the brisket. We're just gonna go ahead and take it, and it's fat side down. And we're gonna very carefully put this onto the smoker, just like that, right on the rack. Got my trusty meter plus. We're gonna go ahead and take this meat probe, and we're gonna stick it right into about the thick part of this brisket. So we're just gonna shove it right in there, right to that black line, and then we're gonna close this up and let it cook for 5 hours until it reaches 160 degrees internal. Here we go. Fresh off the smoker. It's been cooking for 5 hours. Now what we gotta do is we have to wrap it. So there is a technique to this. Put it like that across 2 pieces of butcher paper. We bring this over. Get it kind of tight. Put it under the brisket. Fold it over. And then we bring it up one more time. And that is good. This is the top part that we had on before. This is the top, that's how we want it. We're gonna throw this back on at 225. Super smoke until the internal temperature reaches 205 degrees Fahrenheit. The internal temperature reached 205 degrees. It's ready to pull off. Bring it over to a towel. We're gonna wrap this up. Okay, fold it, wrap it. Wrap it. This is gonna help it rest in the towel. And then we got this sweet limited edition bag you cannot get unless they send it to you. And we're gonna throw it in here, zip it up, and we'll see you in about an hour. Okay, it's been resting for an hour. Now we're gonna go ahead and cut it open. Now just to show you, this knife is super sharp. This is perfect, people. That is what I'm talking about. And it's hot as crap. So that's what you want. So now we're gonna go ahead and eat. And that's how you make Texas brisket in Ohio. Yeehaw.